It's a normal morning, or at least you think it is. You open your eyes, searching for that familiar light sneaking through the window. But something's off. There's no sunlight, no color in the sky, not even that annoying little shadow on the curtain that always bothered you. You grab your phone. The screen lights up, reflecting only your own face. But behind you, the room is still pitch black, like the bottom of a cave. At first you think it's a power outage. Then you tell yourself, maybe it's fog. But 5 minutes later, when even the streetlights are dead, a strange cold crawls under your skin. You step outside. All your neighbors are out too, phones in hand, flashlights glowing like candles at a funeral. No one understands what's happening, but every pair of eyes carries the same question. Where's the sun? No one has an answer. TV screens are black. The internet's down. Your clock still ticks, but time itself feels frozen. A child starts crying, the only living sound echoing through the street. And that's when it hits you. This isn't night. This is daytime, without the day. Within 2 hours, the temperature drops 20 degrees. Birds fly aimlessly, chasing what they think is east, and vanish. Warm-blooded animals begin to cool. And you still hope the sun will come back. Maybe it'll flicker, spark, blaze through the clouds just once more. But the sky gives no answer. Then someone shouts, "Look, up there!" You raise your head and realize even the moon is gone. No stars, no Milky Way, nothing. Just a pure, suffocating blackness. A void so deep, it swallowed the night itself. Fear turns into panic. Some start praying, others run for shelter. One man stands in the street screaming, "We're dead! This is hell!" But you're not so sure, because you can still breathe. Your heart still beats, and there's still that tiny beam of light from your phone's flashlight. Right there, you start wondering, what if the sun really went out? 8 minutes. That's how long it takes for the last ray of sunlight to reach Earth. After that, only darkness. And that's the moment the world truly dies. First, you need to understand, the sun isn't a light bulb you can just switch off. It's a colossal nuclear furnace, burning through 4 billion tons of hydrogen every second, producing the light, warmth, and life we depend on. If some unimaginable force decided to hit pause on that reaction for about 8 minutes, everything would look fine. Then, all hell breaks loose. The first effect is simple: total darkness. Only artificial lights remain, cities trapped in eternal night. But the temperature, that's the merciless part. Within 24 hours, Earth's average temperature plunges from 15 degrees Celsius down to negative 70 degrees Celsius. A cold so deep it freezes your breath and cracks your skin. Plants are the first to die. No sunlight means no photosynthesis. Within a week, oxygen levels begin to drop. Within a month, herbivores vanish. Then the predators follow. And yes, we're last in line. But that's just the surface. Deep beneath the oceans, another war begins. The upper layers freeze solid, but far below, heat still rises from the Earth's core, a steady 40 to 60 degrees near the ocean floor. Down there, some bacteria survive, the only creatures that don't care if the sun is gone, because they don't live off light. They live off the planet's heat. 6 months later, the atmosphere itself starts to collapse. Carbon dioxide freezes, falling as snow. Earth turns into a lifeless white marble, drifting in space. But gravity still works, which means the planet keeps orbiting around nothing, a void where the sun used to be. Now, imagine we're still alive. A few million people maybe, surviving in underground shelters, powered by nuclear energy, canned food, and artificial light. But outside, there's a silence so deep it hurts to hear it. No birds, no waves, not even the wind. The world has turned into a giant black freezer. And that's just week 1. After that, the human mind starts to break. Without sunlight, our bodies lose their rhythm. They can't tell what's night and what's day. Melatonin goes haywire. Sleep disappears. And within days, people start seeing things that aren't there. In complete darkness, the human brain begins creating its own images. A collective hallucination for survival. But hey, we humans are pros at finding something funny even in the middle of the apocalypse. So, let's see what the new world looks like. A world where darkness has become the new light. A month passes. The sun's still gone, Earth is a frozen black marble, and humans, well, we've done what we always do. Either make it worse or make it weirdly fun. First off, fashion has changed completely. With no light, everyone starts wearing glow-in-the-dark clothes. Streets are full of walking colors. One glowing lime green, another bright neon purple, someone else in a shimmering phosphorescent coat you can spot from 10 meters away. New brands rise overnight, names like Glow and Go or Dark Mode Fashion. Yeah, darkness has made fashion brighter than ever. Animals? They've gone off script too. Dogs, with their insane sense of smell, have become the official night guards. Cats? They've basically taken over the world. They're the only creatures that actually know how to live in the dark. Some people even joke that humans are now just paying rent to stay on the cat's planet. And humans? How do they sleep? They don't. With no day or night, circadian rhythms are wrecked. Someone's eating breakfast at 3 a.m., another's clocking into work at 9 p.m. The result? Civilization has turned into one endless party. Clocks and calendars mean nothing now. There's only one rule. Sleep when you're tired, eat when you're hungry. And yeah, most people have either gotten fat or gone insane. But the funniest part? New sports. There's a game called light tag, basically laser tag in absolute darkness. Players wear glow suits and each move leaves a trail of neon behind them, like shooting stars. Or Echo Hunt, a game where you have to navigate using only sound because there's no light at all. Of course, some players end up running straight into walls. But hey, minor details. Meanwhile, a new economy emerges. The currency? Lumen, based on the energy you produce or save. If you got stored power, you're rich. If not, you trade with someone who owns a generator. Everything runs on charge and batteries, even friendships. Whoever has an extra charger is basically a god. And finally, music. Since the darkness arrived, people realized their ears matter more than their eyes. Underground festivals glowing with neon lights and heavy bass are the only places where life still pulses. A world without sunlight, but filled with 1,000 artificial lights and music louder than reason. A beautiful nightmare. But here's a bitter question hiding inside all this fun. Did we really adapt, or did we just hide? Because no matter how fun darkness gets, it always reminds us of one thing. Light has always been the most expensive thing you can't buy. One day, you look up and realize no light is ever coming back. That's when humanity didn't give up hope. It just changed where to look for it, from the sky to beneath the ground. The first global initiative was called the Core Plan, a project to build underground cities powered by Earth's internal heat. Because despite everything, this planet still has a burning heart, one that's been alive for billions of years. Through tunnels stretching kilometers below the surface, humans reach temperatures warm enough to survive. Now, picture the new human world, a windowless society bathed in sterile white light. Ceilings lined with hot steam pipes, walls sealed with thermal insulation, and vents in every corner pulling heavy air up from the depths. It's warm, but suffocating. Breathing feels like living under a blanket. In this world, everything is measured in energy. Food is bioengineered. Plants grow in light farms. Glass towers filled with LEDs mimicking the solar spectrum. Water? It's condensed straight from air because rain doesn't exist anymore. Society itself has fractured into layers. The upper levels, closest to the surface, belong to engineers and energy directors, the ones who control the light. The lowest levels, near the core, belong to laborers working in unbearable heat. Now, humans are classified by their distance from the center of artificial light. We built a new sun, but only for a few. The children of this generation have never seen the sky. To them, the sun is a myth, like mermaids or dragons. When the elders talk about sunlight and morning warmth, the kids laugh and ask, "Wait, the sky was actually blue?" And yet, in all this sadness, there's still a flicker of hope. A team of scientists begins a project called Helios 2, an artificial sun designed with mirrors and lasers orbiting the Earth, meant to bring light back to the surface. It sounds insane, but if it works, for the first time in centuries, light will touch Earth again. Now imagine that moment. Crowds gathered at the tunnel entrances, staring into the black sky. A single point of light begins to glow, faint at first, then brighter, until it floods the heavens. People cry. Some shield their eyes. The light is too harsh. And in that moment, after centuries of darkness, humanity learns one thing again: the true value of light. You know what's funny? Darkness isn't just the absence of light. It's a reminder, a mirror, showing us how dependent we are on the things we never think about. Light, warmth, color, life. We've lived with them so long that only when they're gone do we realize we are nothing without them. Now imagine that new artificial sun lighting up the sky again. The gray turns slightly orange. Its light is imperfect, colder, emptier. But for people who've never seen light, it's the most beautiful thing in the universe. Children stare in awe and ask, "Is this the same sun from your stories?" And one of the elders smiles softly and says, "No, sweetheart, that one was different. This one's just an imitation. But it's good, because at least it's light again." That day, humanity makes a promise. Never again will we take light for granted. From then on, the day of light becomes the holiest date on the calendar. Not to celebrate brightness, but to remember the dark. Now, come back to your present moment. You're watching this video in the light, lit by your screen, maybe in broad daylight. But close your eyes for a second. Imagine the dark. If one day it really never came back, what would you do? Would you fight? Give up? Or try to create a small light, no matter how artificial it is? In the end, maybe darkness always wins, because it can wait forever. But if there's one thing I know about humanity, it's that we'll always keep looking for the on switch, even if that switch is only a dream. So now it's your turn. If you woke up tomorrow and the world was truly dark, what's the first thing you do? Run? Scream? Or build a little light of your own? Drop your answer in the comments, because maybe your answer is the one that will light up humanity's future.